Favorite son. You know, I'm my dad's favorite son. You want to know why? Because I'm his only son. Oh, God.
I still don't know if you're his favorite.
You know, Quinn.
Where's Hurt, Quinn?
I'm joking. I'm just. My dad, yeah, has told me, he's made that joke several times. He's like, Nate, you're my favorite son. And I'm just like, but I'm your only son. He's like, I know. Don't disappoint.
My dad used to, like, we'd have, like, Christmas and shit, and I have a sister. And he'd be like, you're my favorite daughter. And then he'd be like, don't tell your sister. And then he'd go to her and be like, you're my favorite daughter.
That's a dick move.
And, like, he would just always do it. And so I bought him a mug one year that said, from your favorite daughter.
Oh.
Because, you know.
Hello? Oh. What's up, Nikolai?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. What's up?
Just want to show you this for reference. There's my buddy that said to hit him up if he ever wanted to act in anything horror, asking if you drink your sweet tea by the glass or the gallon.
Holy fucking shit.
Right?
It's like Shaq. It's like Shaq palming the friggin' milk jug. Look at that.
He's a big boy.
That motherfucker's huge. We may need him because, you know, with what we got coming up. There you go. If you need. Thank you, man.
That guy's hand is like the size of my head.
Yeah, his hand is like that. Fucker was palming a goddamn milk jug, like a gallon, like sweet tea, like jug, like
How
like
tall
this.
is he?
He's like fucking nearly 7 foot, I think. He's huge.
Like 6'9", 6'10". Damn.
He's like, yeah, like getting up there.
God, Jesus.
But it reminded me when you and Chad showed me the picture of Andre with the beer can. Huh?
Kinda. Have you ever seen that, Quinn?
No.
Andre the Giant with a beer can in his hand?
No.
Like how small it looks? Andre the Giant beer can. Here we go. That's a regular beer in his hand. That is friggin' crazy.
It looks
Like, look, everyone at home,
playset toy or something.
look at that. That's Andre the Giant with a regular can of beer in his hand. That's how big he was.
It's like when I was a child, all my toys were small versions of other things. When
Yeah.
I was adult, all my things are small versions.
Look at that avocado in his hand. Dude was 7'4" and a friggin' monster.
Anyways, that's what I wanted to show you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Live action Attack on Titan.
Pretty much. He probably was a Titan. Well, everyone said, like, out of everyone in the locker room, you did not want to fuck with Andre because he did not know his own strength.
He can squeeze your fucking head.
Well, also, not only that, he flipped a car with 3 people in it that were giving him shit. He literally flipped a fucking car.
God, I wish.
I know, right? To be an actual fucking superhero and be able to flip a car.
It's like, you piss me off. Fuck you.
Car flip. Instead of table flip, it's a car flip.
That's...
Andre the Giant uses table flip. It is super effective.
I didn't mention this today, so I'm sorry if I'm being short. I went to the dentist right before I came here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I have, like, one tooth. You know the one. Literally, I'm brushing my teeth. I am brushing my teeth, and it slid off. Like, it just fucking slid off. So, like, I thought it was not savable, but they're going to do a root canal, actually, so it's going to be okay.
Okay. That's good.
But the one next to it had, like, a chip in it, like a big square out of it, and they fixed that today, and I would show you, but I had to wear a mask. And
That's
so
fine. No, that's
now, my front tooth no longer has a big chip in it. It's kind of awesome.
Hey, that's good.
I'm pretty excited. Cause
I need to do that here. Because I got a chip in my front tooth right here. It's not pronounced or anything like that. It's just, like, annoying.
Well, I didn't think the one I had was that big, but everyone kept commenting on it, and so I was starting to get self-conscious about it. But now I only have one fucked up tooth in the front, and so once that's fixed in March, I will be able to smile and not feel like I'm dying inside.
Yeah, I can still smile, but people are noticing, like, because this tooth right here,
I've never noticed it if it helps. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You see, this tooth right here, there's the space between
Stop touching it.
Right here.
Oh, the space?
Yeah, the little space.
It's really not.
It's only gotten wider because this tooth seems to be like instead of still staying straight, instead it's janking out like that.
Honestly, you might just need those clear things that people put in sometimes.
Those Invisaligns, yeah, I've talked to my dentist about it.
Well, there's like a cheaper brand of that now. There's
Yeah.
like a better one you can get without going to the dentist or something.
Yeah. I'll probably look at doing that, because in all honesty,
I don't remember what it's called.
In the Invisalign, I think.
Well, there's another one, though.
Oh. Okay.
There's like another one that's popular that you do like through online.
Oh, right.
And people have like really like those. If I see it again, I'll send you the name of it. But I'm sure Googling like Invisalign brings it up.
Yeah. Good Invisalign alternative.
Yeah, but like they're cheaper because you don't go to the dentist and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Well, all right. Anyway, let's get to some Lucifer, shall we?
Sure.
All
I mean,
right.
he has good teeth.
Yes. Great teeth. Tremendous teeth.
Does the devil brush his teeth?
I don't think he has to. I think he just.
I've never seen this dude eat.
I've only seen him drink. We'll have to see. Now you've got me like questioning. What does the devil eat outside of pussy?
He had some blood. I guess that counts as drinking though.
I guess.
Oh, Cinnamon.
Oh, Cinnamon.
Run to.
Nina Simone. Cinnamon.
Where you gonna run to? Well, I run to the rock. Please hide me. I run to the rock.
In here, 413. I got a guy bringing down the Morning Star thing here.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh. Damn.
What made you think you'd get away with it?
I'll say this. The Nina Simone version is the immortal version of that song. I will never, ever say that there is a version that is superior in any way shape or form to the original OG Nina Simone version. That woman was a goddess of fucking jazz and song. But Lucifer did an alright version. He did more like a songster version of it. I'm not going to say Pat Boone because that'd be an insult, and he'd probably come and kill me himself if I compared him to Pat Boone. But I would say more of a Sinatra-esque version of it. Except, Lucifer can sing, has a more natural tenor range than Sinatra. Sinatra was more of a baritone or a bass. That was all right. That was an all right version. Not gonna lie. That long note hold at the end was really good. But yeah, that's all I want to say about that. It's just anytime someone covers Cinnamon, I'm just like, are they doing like the jazz version, which is like just the jazz version that Simone made back in the day? She was just all over the place on the keys. She killed it. Sorry, but anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
Look, I'm not into this type of music. I don't know.
I love jazz. Ever since I watched Cowboy Bebop, I've been like more and more into jazz every day. But anyway,
If you come clean now, I'll go easy on you. So tell me,
did you eat the cookies?
did you eat the chocolate cake?
I ate it. But Lucifer said it's okay.
Oh no!
And I really wanted to eat some chocolate cake.
I mean, moose.
Why don't you go grab your stuff?
Okay.
When Trixie asks where you are tomorrow, I'll be sure to tell her that something important came up.
Ouch.
Oh, Lucifer.
Something more important came up.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you make my friend feel better?
Like, Maze ain't gonna take that opportunity. I mean, if I were her, no doubt in my mind, full advantage.
You heard it here. If Nate was a woman, he would be lesbian.
Oh, absolutely. I find women a lot more attractive than men, that's for fucking sure. What? What?
You're just funny. I've probably red under my mask.
We're not partners.
Is that what you said last night?
Ready in hell or in the Silver City enduring Uriel's welcome speech, which is far worse than hell if you ask me.
Let's pretend for one second that
Ouch.
you're someone else. Someone nice.
Are you saying Uriel's a
someone mature.
long-winded bit? Never mind.
Great.
What container?
The container.
Uh-oh. I wonder what the hell's in there.
Oh, it's your container. And your reputation.
What about my reputation?
Well, apparently it's okay to steal from you now. But if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me.
Luring out the beast.
If you let me help, I'm certain we can solve this case quickly. And I have a lead.
Uh-huh.
Snow cones? This is your lead? So say if I were to walk away, he can do whatever he wants to. Or, if you're not responsible, you can point us in the right direction of someone who is. Cool?
Damn.
Los Diablos.
The biker club?
Yeah.
It was musical, poetic, really. We were like fish and chips, salt and pepper, hipsters and condescension.
Give me one good phrase of life and the rest of this song.
Right, like he's a complete
Oh, that's
and
a
skimmed on
strike.
cherry syrup, so that's two, actually.
Says a lot. So, I want you to look into him. Try and find out what he might be hiding.
Absolutely.
Oh, God. Just gave him an in. Oh, God. Damn.
Is your divorce final yet?
It's none of your business.
Oh,
Now you can show me
Maze. Maze just wants to eat everything alive, doesn't she?
I'll be right here. Just the books is fine.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Right this way.
God. Oh, Maze. Damn it.
I knew it was gonna happen, but like I really didn't want it to.
Yeah, I was thinking she's just like, okay, she's either playing him or she's going to not, and then all of a sudden, as soon as like the thought entered my head, like she's gonna knock him out. There you go.
How does that make you feel?
Well, pissed off, of course.
Damn.
I am second-guessing your skills as a therapist.
No, you're not. That's a guard.
You're feeling judged. It's you.
I'm sorry, it's just thin walls.
Yes, everything's fine. We talk in metaphors.
Oh.
Patients with illusions. They can be really challenging.
He's actually quite charming.
Listen, you really helped me with my patient the other day.
Very much of a
I would love to
paragon.
return the favor. I know the Bible, inside and out. So if you ever need a consult, just let me know.
He has more patience than I could ever have.
Also, another thing too. She doesn't fully believe that Lucifer's the devil.
Right.
Yet. I wonder when it's going to hit her. Because that's an interesting ploy in itself. Because once she realizes that, oh dear Lord, when she realizes that beyond the veil there is something, all of a sudden, that's going to just tick off a whole other set of ideas that she's going to have to dissect Lucifer's brain. Like, just like, how did it feel whenever he actually cast you out? And he's like, that's a bit of a sensitive topic. I can only imagine. Because I was still under the impression that she had it in her head that he was at least, like something more than human. But she still sees him as human.
Yeah, she thinks he's just crazy a little bit.
Yeah. Also, dude wakes up in his home. Wonder what the hell.
Can you fucking imagine?
Uh-oh. No boys allowed. Oh no.
Daddy.
Hey, monkey.
What are you doing?
Because we're gonna play a game. It's called Sneak Daddy Out of the House.
That still sounds like a lie.
You're just gonna have to go with it, okay?
What's in it for me?
Damn it.
What do you want?
Mommy, I'm thirsty.
God dang it. She's a sneaky little brat, ain't she?
I love her.
She's a good kid. She's just ambitious, I guess you could say.
So that you and her will get back together and she'll be out of Lucifer's life.
You're not from around here, are you?
You have no idea.
You can't just smash two people. Take time and effort, and you gotta work at it like it's your job.
He's realizing he fucked up. Aw.
Put you in your ex's bed?
You know, to prove a point to Maze, I'd show that I'm not afraid of her. I'd have stripped down butt naked right in front of her and gotten dressed right in front of her. Just been like, oh yeah, bitch?
Asserting some dominance.
Yeah. Just be like, I ain't afraid. Try me, bitch.
How is that even possible? I had them run. Killer must have worn some kind of bracelet when he strangled the security guard. Cross look familiar?
What do you know? Our suspect awaits, shall we?
So what kind of biker gang are we going to get? Ah, okay, the white trash bikers. Okay. White trash bikers who call themselves the Los Diablos.
Sounds great.
I mean, I can understand, like, calling yourselves, like, the Disciples of Sin or, like, some like, more, like understated shit like that. But Los Diablos, but, like, come on, guys. I guarantee you not a single Latino is in this group.
And we're gonna find out.
I guess so. Oh, good God. It's like the bar in my hometown.
Excuse me, pardon the intrusion, you village people rejects. But something that belongs to me. So please, who stole my property?
Uh-oh.
Everybody back the hell off, you're going to jail.
Good takedown. Oh, Tom Sizemore. Holy shit. I haven't seen him in forever.
My boys, they don't always have the best
Come on. Pull it out.
to own a clothing line.
Oh, damn.
Clothing line? Wow, I did not see that one.
Ambitious.
Managing bikers must be so exhausting, all that. What a terrible idea.
You think so?
I do. I mean, for one, even though Cutter's no brain surgeon, surely he wouldn't just...
What?
You overestimate the intelligence of your average biker gang leader.
You seem attached to this patient.
I am very motivated to help him.
I see.
That's one way to put it. Then he's
Every
knocking
culture
boots with you
imports,
as the
and
other.
throughout history, for that matter. Yes.
Then let's do it.
Great. What is there to say?
I actually really like working with you.
Huh. Well, that's a first. I guarantee you that took...
revelation, Detective Decker. We should celebrate.
How much of strain do you think her brain had to go through to squeeze out that statement?
Right.
Jesus. I could almost see, like, the cogs, like, fighting against saying it, and just, like, you could see the smoke coming out of her ears, and then suddenly they just broke loose and just said it.
I have never lied to you, and I will never lie to you.
What was in the container?
Russian dolls.
Wait, like the little stack dolls, or...
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh.
I knew it was gonna be that Rennie guy.
Woo! Oh. He just left her.
Well, he's going after the killer.
Of course he is. He's leaving her there to take care of the leader of the biker gang.
She didn't react as bad as I thought she would, but...
There's the wrecker. That's the truck that he had it on. Oh, yes.
Been a while since I had a good hunt. And a bit running down your leg. Fear.
Or piss, you know, because it depends on if he has a good bladder or not.
Yeah, I was like, that's not gonna work.
No.
Stop.
I saw that coming.
I couldn't stop it. You would have watched me open it.
All right.
You're damn right.
I wonder if it is just the Russian dolls, like the little.
I don't know. That guy seemed pretty spooked.
Strayovsky. Yeah, I don't know.
It's Russian dolls, but it's actually human bodies inside of each other.
Oh, that'd be horrible. Oh, an ancient crate.
She's like, that looks sketchy.
Sketchy AF. It is.
Told you.
Simple as that.
Enjoy your dolls.
There's more to it.
She didn't go all the way.
She really didn't.
Oh. Wait.
They're gone.
His wings? Is it his wings or his...
I figured it was wings or a weapon of some sort.
Yeah.
You just have to be open to the process.
You don't understand. I can't.
But why?
Because I stole them from me!
It was his wings. It was his wings.
She's like, oh no.
His wings. They stole his wings.
Someone's got them as a king.
Oh wow.
Oh, but who? But who? Who's got them,
How
damn
come
it?
we keep ending on shitty parts?
I know, right? I'm just like, damn it, I want to know. Who's got the fucking wings? Who stole this man's chicken wings? His zany wings. That's a callback. Oh, I'm sorry. Dear Lord. Lucifer. Yeah, just all of a sudden, like, I was wondering, you know, what could possibly be in the crate or in the storage container. I figured it had to be something very important to him, but something he did not want to, like, he wanted
a fucking pitchfork or something.
Well, no, not a pitchfork. More like maybe his sword, or maybe the clothes that he was cast out of heaven in. I don't know.
I mean, close enough.
Instead, it's his wings, the very thing that made him an angel.
I think the way that guy reacted on the roof implies that he saw the wings, but how did he see the wings when they were hidden so well?
Well, my guess is that guy stumbled upon it, because here's the thing. You do realize that some of the greatest mysteries ever solved were stumbled upon. For instance, the one murder, it was this mother and father were murdered, and their children inherited the money and everything. And then people were just like, they didn't have anyone to confirm their alibi or anything like that. So the two kids were convicted because, you know, who would reap the benefit the most of the parents, and plus they had a very estranged relationship with their parents. But then, 10 years later, after these boys had already been put in prison and everything, someone came forward with photos. Just photos that they found from years and years ago. And it was the night of the murder, and there were timestamps on it, and it was an alibi. And they weren't fabricated, they weren't photoshopped or anything like that.
Wow.
And these boys were free 10 years later.
That sucks.
It does suck. You lose 10 years of your life because no one can corroborate. No one can make your story, like, put you anywhere else. You know, no one can cover your alibi. And then, yeah, the state looks for you know, people to put in jail, and that's it. even without evidence. There's like another guy, years and years later, after DNA evidence finally found that he was innocent, him being in prison for 17 years, his sister went to college and then went to law school just so that she could be his defense attorney and get him off, and she finally did.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. It's an awesome story, by the way. And, yeah, life's not fair. Never has been, never will be. The only thing that you can do is, try your damnedest to not hurt anybody and live your life and achieve happiness in some way. And it's not as easy as, it's not as easy as counting to 1, 2, 3. But for some, I take that back. For some people it is. I'm pretty sure, Michael Jordan is never going to have to worry about a single thing for the rest of his life. Bill Gates is never going to have to worry about anything for the rest of his life. Yeah, but...
Even then, those people have their own issues.
Exactly.
I mean, like, depression and suicide is very common in people that are very well off.
Yes.
I mean, ingenious people.
That's the one thing that they say the relief of human struggle often invites in the mental, inhibitions and often leads to suicide. Because that's the thing about suicide. Suicide is a first world problem. The suicide rates in less developed countries and everything are minuscule by comparison. They don't know why. It's like a trick with the human psyche. It's like once we have too much time on our hands and we can actively think about all the shit that's wrong with the world and the fact that we're powerless to stop it. I mean, we depress the shit out of ourselves.
I mean, and I have a hard time accepting that because I feel like no matter where you are, depression is a thing that can happen to anybody.
Well, it can.
There doesn't have to be a reason for it. So, I would assume that it can affect anybody.
How depression develops, they're still trying to figure out. You see, there's natural depression, which is, from the get-go, your mental chemistry is off,
I mean, they've already proven that mental illness is genetic, so at some level...
on some level, yes. And, of course, but that's the thing, in the third world...
Correlation does not mean causation, is what I'm saying.
And that could very well be the case. My whole thing with it is, I see just how human beings are able to survive in these ridiculously harsh environments. For instance, the Aboriginals in Australia, genetically they have a shit ton of health problems because of how they have had to live over the last few thousand years that they've been stuck in the outback.
Yeah.
And then there's things, for instance, like the Japanese where they've been landlocked their entire lives, but they've been landlocked for the better part of 40,000 years. Whenever they crossed the land bridge, they're the third, and now they're pretty much the third. They have the third longest lifespan of any country in the world, and it's strange, but yet their suicide rates there are higher than almost anywhere else. It's weird. It's weird to think about that stuff. It's crazy.
I think that my mentality around it has always been ignorance is bliss, and I feel like a lot of the time, the smarter you are, the more prone that you are to mental illness and depression and stuff. And not always. I'm not saying if you're stupid, you can't be depressed. I'm saying, let's put it this way. The people that have made these inventions, that have put themselves well off, have a high rate of suicide.
This is
the
true.
People that have gotten lucky and just somehow fell into riches have also got this high rate of suicide. And it makes you think that there's a level of guilt.
It's expectation.
It's a level of guilt, expectation, and also just you can see everything for what it is. You've had a lot of time to think about things.
Yes.
And you're a smart person. It is depressing to not be able to go, I'm not worried about that.
It is. And the whole thing, it's the thing with Rick and Morty, Rick Sanchez always has the mentality, don't think about it. But yet, Rick is probably the most depressed character out of the entire show.
I wish I could just not think about things.
Oh, me too. Me too. I mean, dude, I was looking the other day on, that's one reason why I don't watch news media, is because I'm aware of, all the big problems in the world and everything, but all people in the news want to talk about nowadays is impeach Trump, impeach Trump, impeach Trump, impeach Trump. Look, if the man's guilty, I hope he goes to prison. I hope this. Anyway, I don't like the man. Let me make that abundantly clear. But The truth is, more than 4,000 people a day are dying from this fucking virus.
Yeah.
And they aren't talking about that anymore. They aren't making people aware that this is the most dire situation in our country right now.
It's almost like
4,000 people
point,
dying.
It's not that we've forgotten, it's that we're pretending like we're over it, or we're done talking about it.
And that's my problem. That's my problem. News media had no problem talking about it when it was like, 100 a day, 200 a day, 300 a day. Now it's over 4,000 and they are fucking silent. And that irritates the shit out of me. The fact that they are not making people aware of this and that more and more people are dying. Look, this virus, I have treated it as good as well as I can. We have you wear a mask. Yeah. We often, people who don't live in the house.
Speaking
full-time,
of which,
yeah.
If I get one more comment about how Nate is being afraid or how I am being ridiculous for wearing a mask in the house I live in, I don't live here.
No, Quinn does not live here. This is the thing. Here we actually haven't talked about that.
I moved out like 2 years ago.
The people who live in this house, myself, Nick, Chad, and Nikki, we don't wear masks around each other because we are literally in common current vicinity of one another.
If Micah is here, he's wearing a mask. If Jacob is here, he's wearing a mask. If I am here, I'm wearing a mask. Because
exactly.
we don't live here. And Chad and Nikki and Nick and Nate would appreciate if we respected their boundary, which they have set with us.
Which we all, me, Chad, Nikki, and Nick all talked about and agreed upon. Anyone who comes into the house...
It is one of the, for me to be able to record with Nate...
It's a cardinal rule.
I have to wear a mask.
It's a cardinal rule of recording.
I don't have that choice. It's not even Nate's choice.
No, it's a group census that me and everyone who agreed, it was unanimous.
I live with Kenzie at home with my cat.
Like me, here's the thing. When it comes to the channel, I make most of the calls whenever it comes to stuff. Chad has ideas, he presents them, and he does them on his own accord.
But this house is not the channel.
This house is not the channel. Their personal health is none of my fucking business. And we ask, and, go ahead.
If it was just Nikki that wanted me to wear a mask when I was here, we would still do it.
Yeah. Because
we respect people. Wearing a mask is all about respect, and I feel that in every aspect of life. If I go to the grocery store, I wear a mask because I respect people.
Exactly.
That's how I feel about it. It's that fucking simple.
Yeah. Clean, cut, and dry right there. That's all you have to say. You don't have to say
so
anything
pissed reading those comments that are calling me stupid for wearing a mask in my own house. I don't live here. And then there was one calling you afraid. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't think, honestly, we're 6 feet apart. If it wasn't for other people in this house, I don't think Nate would have me wearing one. I'm just saying. But
that's all I got to say to you. For anyone out there who has any shit to say to Quinn, any shit to say to me, or anyone else on this channel for the standards that we are trying to follow to remain as safe as possible during this fucking pandemic, suck it. Every inch of it. God.
Now, when I walk in and I sit down, we're 6 feet apart. I understand how you think it's silly.
As a matter of fact, you know what? I take that back. Wait until I go outside and I rub my dick in the dirt for a good 5 minutes, then suck on it.
Ew.
What? You think I'm gonna give them a clean dick to suck on? Fuck that. I want them to suffer.
Anyway, just a little frustration with that.
Yeah, a bit.
I don't like getting railed for being respectful to people.
And I hate it when people rail on you for you trying to be as mindful of the people around you as humanly possible. It's not like you're doing this by full choice. You probably would anyway because
I actually don't mind mask at all
because of your recurring health problems.
I don't mind mask. I appreciate being able to hide my ugly face
actually. Oh God.
But
there you go.
I don't wear one at home. I'm not like that. I mean, because it's just me and Kinsey anyway. If one of us is gonna get it, well, the other's gonna get it. There's no sense in that.
Well, the truth is, I think everyone in this house has already had it because I had the antibodies test earlier this year, and I tested positive for the antibodies.
I told Kinsey how crazy it is that we could actually have already had it and not known.
Well, there's right now they've the new strain that they discovered. That means that there's 8 strains out there right now of this, and the one that was born in the UK is still it's a little bit more contagious than the others. But it is nowhere near as deadly as the 2 most violent strains. The 2 most violent strains, that's where everyone's been killed.
I've actually heard based on how your symptoms present could actually be in connection to how fatal it could be.
Yes.
So when I had my scare, the only symptoms I had were proven to be of the mild strain anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I got tested anyway, but you know.
Yeah.
It turns out I just had like, a really bad sinus
I have been
infection.
tested during this entire endeavor. I over 10 times. I've gone to urgent care plenty enough to have that test done. Yeah. And then my mom hooked me up with the instant test, which is same day. They can give you the results the same day.
Rapid results.
Yeah, rapid results. Yeah, exactly.
That shit's awesome.
I know.
But
and
I don't know.
I'm probably going to have to pay for that for the actors coming up in my short film as well.
The politics have really like divided this nation recently.
It has. And
there's no ifs,
sucks.
ands, or buts. But what it comes down to for me is there is a certain level of ignorance and disrespect that I just can't get past and don't understand how you can have that. I'm sorry. I'm not saying if you wear a mask you're an asshole. I'm just saying you need to like really find out why you hate it so bad. Like, why is it such a big fucking deal?
Because people want to pretend like there's nothing wrong happening. There's nothing bad happening.
Don't get me started.
Nothing bad at all. You know, it's not like over 300,000 people have died from this virus in this country.
I saw a video of a woman that was literally losing her shit in a store, not because she had to wear a mask, but because someone else wasn't wearing a mask and she had just lost a family member because of COVID. It was like, because of you, I don't have my family.
And here's one thing. Here's one thing I'll say. If you want to say, oh, but it's restrictive, I can't breathe, this and that. Here's the thing. Quinn has been wearing this mask how long? And it's a full cloth mask. This isn't like one of those cotton ones.
Multiple layers.
Yes, multiple layer. Like, this is a multiple layer, like, full-on, like, t-shirt level.
Okay, let me put it
mask.
this way. I wear a binder. Most of you don't know what that is. It restricts my chest. It makes it hard to breathe. It hurts your ribs. I wear it because I have tits and I don't like them. That's why we're raising top surgery money. I wear a binder, wore this, and went up, like, literally 20 flights of stairs yesterday outside in the cold. For hours wore my mask and did not fucking care.
Oh, and here's another... but here's the thing. If you can wear it inside of a gas station or a grocery store for, like... A gas station for maximum 5 minutes and in a grocery store maximum 15 to 20 minutes, guess what? You can wait until you're outside to take that mask off where it's at least safe for you.
I mean, I just have the opinion that if you don't want to wear my mask, that's fucking fine, but you need to utilize the contactless options and not put other people in harm because you want to be a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Because I swear, they have scientifically proven that the reasons y'all are using don't actually matter. Like, they have literally said, asthma actually doesn't affect your ability to wear a mask. Doctors have proven that.
Yes.
But I still hear it every fucking day.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Like, you know what? Maybe
Nick has asthma. Guess what? He wears a mask every time he leaves the house.
He wears like double masks.
Yes, he does. He's got like masks in his car. He's got a full box in his car ready to go.
I would like to clarify, I am not speaking for everybody. I am sure there are certain people who have asthma and maybe it is so fucking bad. It's an extreme case. I get it. This isn't about you. I'm talking about the idiots that are looking for excuses because they just don't want to.
Drama hounds.
If you have an actual reason, I'm not railing you at all. Like, that's fine.
Hey, all you drama hounds out there who want to drum up any drama over the fact that you have to wear a mask, guess what? You are just like those asshats that you complain about on Twitter who complain too much about how, about bullshit that actually doesn't fucking matter.
I have no problem if you sincerely can't wear a mask. I have a problem with if you're lying about it. That's the
true.
thing.
That's mine too. That's me too.
And
if there's a legit reason why you can't wear a mask, fine. But yeah.
It's the people that lie about it that really get me and make it to... And, I don't approach people about it because I don't know their situation.
Me neither.
I try to be respectful to everybody, like I said earlier.
I try to mind my own damn business and be respectful to everyone.
So I'm not, like, scoffing every time I see someone without a mask. That's not what it's like.
Me neither.
I try to assume they have a good reason.
Well, that's just like I was in Target earlier.
I just try to stay away from them.
Well, here's the thing. I went in Target earlier, and there's literally a liaison at the front with masks that literally, if you walk in without a mask, they hand you one, and they give you the option to put it on, but they have a thing out front that says please wear a mask. And pretty much I take that back. I did not see a single person in Target without wearing a mask.
It's getting better in this area, I've noticed.
Thankfully.
It really has improved.
Enough.
My brother actually does not believe in coronavirus. He thinks it's all, the numbers are all fudged. He's one of those people. He hasn't wore a mask the whole time.
Does not believe in the coronavirus.
So my mom, who cannot read, looked at him.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She can't read. She, really unfortunate situation that led to that. But my brother, who has every ability to educate himself, does not believe in mass coronavirus, the numbers, whatever. My mom looks at him, and he's like, well, if I'm going to die from it, then that's how I go. God gave him, God will let me go when it's my time.
God and also gave you a brain to use.
That's what my mom says. She goes, God gave you a fucking brain, too.
God gave you a brain, too. Try and use it once in a while.
Like, that's exactly what she said, I was going to say. Because, like...
Hell, I'm a Christian. That's what I'd say to him, too.
He's just...
I'd knock him on the back of the head with the cross or the Bible. I'd get a little Gideon Bible and just be like...
He has 2 young children, one under 5, one under 10.
Oh, boy.
Like, and his wife, and he acts like that. Makes me so fucking mad.
Rednecks. What are you going to do?
He's something. My brother is the actual opposite of me, if you ever need to wonder, like, what my brother looks like or anything. That he's just everything opposite of me.
Yeah, that's about par for the course.
He's something else.
Yeah, indeed.
You haven't met him.
No, I have not, and I actually don't want to.
Yeah, that's fine, because he's also racist.
If I ever do meet him, I'm just going to be like, oh, so you're the sibling who's a failure at life.
I mean, I'm just saying my sister
So you're the bad sibling. You're the disappointing child. Congratulations.
He has opinions. He one time refused to help me with my...
Oh, if I want to hear his opinion, I'd rather hear him rip a big fat fart. It'd probably give me more information.
So, I had a problem with my car, and he knows cars. And so I asked him to help me with it, and he said, sure, bring it over. And so I took it over, and because I had my friend who was openly gay with me, he refused to help me and told me to come back later.
Go fuck himself.
So, that's...
Oh, a friend who's openly gay. Yeah. You want to know something? Okay, I found this story out. I was not made privy of this story. You know, my Uncle Michael just passed away.
I did not.
Yeah, my Uncle Michael, who was gay, he passed away. I was made privy to a story by my cousin Matt, who was about 10, 15 years older than me. He told me a story about my great uncle Norse, who is, Michael's dad. Norse almost killed someone because they made fun of Michael for being gay.
Good.
My Uncle Norse, who is he's 81 years old, and he hits like a fucking Mack truck still at 81. He's one of those old school tough former coal miners, been to pretty much been to hell and back fighting people his whole life. When Michael was about 29, 30 years old, he came home, and Nancy's brother, Michael's uncle was there, and Nancy's brother poked fun at Michael, and boldface called him right to his face, called him a faggot. Norse got up from the couch, put his dog down, the little French bulldog that he had. I forget which one it was. He that's his favorite dog. He's had like 5 of them throughout his life. Put her down, walked right over to him, grabbed him by the shoulder, turned him around, and punched him so hard in the face, Nancy thought he was dead when he hit the floor. Nancy literally came running out of the house yelling, "He killed him! He killed him! He killed him!" They called the
Nancy's
ambulance.
Dramatic.
Well, Nancy is Nancy. I love Nancy. My Aunt Nancy. Well, her and Michael, like she was the like I'm not gonna say Norse was like accepting straight out the gate, but Norse always loved his son.
Right.
Always. And Norse eventually came to the conclusion, it's like, it's my son's life. I ain't gonna tell him to do anything. I ain't gonna tell him anything like that. I'm gonna love him as my son, as always. And that's what the most important thing is. And Nancy, they called the ambulance. He was okay, by the way. Just had a very, 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 very bad gash on his forehead, and also a mild concussion. Yeah, my uncle hits hard. Or my great uncle.
So all of the slurs and you can call me a bitch or whatever, I don't care. It doesn't really get to me. There's only one thing I do that actually gets under my skin that someone can say to me, and it's calling me an it.
Oh,
that gets me worse than anything.
An it, just an it. Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's happened, and I don't like that.
I when I refer to you, I usually refer to them. I say them, they. I'm working on working the he him pronouns.
Yeah.
In. Yeah, it's a process.
I understand that it's a process, but it is offensive.
No, I'm never going to call you.
That's
no, I'm never, ever.
No one ever says
never
that to
going
me
to
if they
refer
don't mean
to.
it
I'm never
in a
going to
bad
refer to
way.
anyone as it.
No one would ever say that to me and not mean it in a bad way.
Yeah.
Anything
they would
else,
ever referred to you that in person, and I was there, I'd fucking knock them on their ass.
We've had the conversation because, some people actually like to use that as a pronoun. And that's fine.
Well, yeah.
But, like, me and Kinsey had talked about it because we had someone as a friend that had wanted to do that. And I was like, that's cool. And then we're driving home, and Kinsey's like, if someone ever called you that, I swear to God, I'd punch them in the face.
Well, no. And here's the thing. Intention. Intention behind the word is always the most important thing.
No one's going to call me an it and mean it in a good way.
Exactly. That's the thing. Because you've made it abundantly clear where you stand, and if someone's calling you it, it's in a derogatory way. But in all honesty, that person who prefers to be called it,
that's fine.
Again, it's intention. The intention aimed at you is bad. The intention aimed at them is there's at least room for good there.
Shit, I'll call you whatever you want me to, but like I wouldn't like it. And that's fine. It's like you wouldn't want me to call you she either, so.
Well, yeah.
I guess it's the same thing.
Yeah, but same deal. I mean, again, the whole thing is when people change their mindset on things, it's a process to get them to where it's like they're 100% comfortable. Right. Like no one's ever going to come out straight out the gate and just be 100% comfortable with literally everything that's changing in the world that's changing it. Like for instance, I always say this to my family members, like there's always going to be racism in the world, always.
Oh God.
Because here's the thing. You cannot stamp out racism as a whole until everyone individually looks exactly the same, and that's never going to happen. And that's the problem. And you know what? The truth is, those people that are racist are usually racist because of ignorance. And there's people out there who have actually taken strides to help. Have you ever looked into the person called Daryl Davis?
I have not.
Daryl Davis is a blues musician from Chicago, Illinois. This man has made a career since like the 1970s going around finding Klansmen and converting them over and making them quit the Klan and become
You've told me about this before.
Actual rational human beings.
Actual rational. I love the way you put that.
Well, I mean, you cannot join the Klan and be given the mindset that it portrays currently or in any place in history and be a rational human being.
I have opinions, but I can't say them.
Okay.
There are just some stances right now that I believe are irrational.
Oh yeah.
That are awful common, and we'll put it that way.
Yeah.
But
yeah. We'll talk about it after.
We've talked about a lot of like politics and like opinionated stuff in this episode, so I do want to say I do not mean any offense to anybody personally. These are my opinions. Like, if you don't like them, that's okay. And like, I'm a little more blunt than I need to be when I get into things. I will admit to that. I probably said something that if I went back and listened to it, I'd go, okay, I don't actually fully agree with that. But just, sorry if I offend you.
I'm sorry. When you said blunt, all I could imagine in my head was Snoop Dogg leering his head and be like, hey, y'all, snibbity-dibbity.
I do this thing when I get into a conversation, and it happens a lot with Nate, where I'm like super blunt, and then I say things that are too general, and I'm like, I don't actually agree with that anymore.
There's overgeneralizations, and then whenever like I like cock my head sideways, I'm like, do what?
I say
and all
it,
of a sudden you're just like, oh wait, here's what I actually mean, and then you rationalize.
I'm really bad about that. So like, if I said anything weird,
I do
sorry.
it too, Quinn. I do it too. It happens to the best of us.
It's really hard.
It's hard to.
I have a sense of humor and way of speaking that not everyone gets.
Yeah.
And I assume they do, and then I say it, and they're like.
They're all of a sudden there's like, quoi? It's like, what?
I mean, Kyra fucking thought I hated her guts for a year and a half. She probably still thinks I hate her.
No.
Because I'm just like, bitch, shut up. And then she'll be like, sorry. And I'm like, no.
When I say bitch, shut up, I mean it
in the most loving way possible.
Exactly. Oh, God. Okay, so we're going to end it here, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to do it. This was Lucifer, Season 1, Episode 6, Favorite Son. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and hopefully we will see you all in the next one. So until then, I'm Nate.
I'm Quinn.
We'll see you then. Peace out.